Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are watching me. Wherever you're watching me from, it's a beautiful moment again with you, with your host Nancy Yesutodo. And I have some handsome young men by me today to take us to an amazing topic. But before I bring you the topic, I would want them to introduce themselves. And from my right, can you help us introduce yourself?
Hello, viewers. I'm Edmund Segu, and I'm into IT and marketing, depending on the task I am doing. So I'm glad to be on this podcast today to share my views on the topic.
Hello, viewers. My name is Prince Amevo. I'm a sales and account person, and I'm glad to be on this podcast.
It's not going to be easy tonight. All right. So, once again, welcome. We want to quickly move to the topic. Why do many African parents struggle to say, I am sorry? I don't know about you, but as you are watching this video, you want to put in the comment section your views about this, right? Okay, so I would quickly go to Mr. Prince first to give us a brief, thought about this. Why do you think many African parents struggle to say sorry when they are wrong?
Okay. Many African parents say sorry when, they find it difficult to say sorry when they are wrong because in our kind of jurisdiction or how we are brought up, we are not brought up in a way to say sorry to people that are younger than us or lesser than us. If we say sorry, it means that we are less of them, and we don't want to feel lesser than them, or we want respect. We want people to give us the appropriate respect we need in the society or the kind of environment we find ourselves in. So that's what I think about that.
But do you think this is related to, the whole world or just a particular place?
As the topic said, African countries.
African countries, exactly.
So
the whole African.
in Africa, I would say that 80%, not the entire African country, but 80% of Africans do practice this. So that's it.
Brother Edmond.
Well, I agree with him. I think it's an African thing to difficulty in saying sorry to people who are below your station. So yeah, I agree with him.
But okay, someone like me in my house, my mom doesn't find it difficult to tell me sorry. That's why I'm kind of asking, do you think, because if you offend me as whatever a mother do or a parent do is what a child copies. So there's issue with our parent not saying sorry. I also think that it is the brought up. They inherit it from somewhere. That's what Mr. Prince was saying. But do you think that is the right thing? And if it's not the right thing, how can we keep it?
It has its reasons. So let me take it from this angle. As a parent or as an authority figure, you are supposed to know what is right, at least most of the time. And the times that you don't get it right, it is an embarrassment to you that you don't want the other person who is below you to know that you got it wrong this time. And probably they will capitalize on it and maybe make you second guess.
So can we say our parents are proud? Some parents are proud.
Pride is something that comes with authority. The person doesn't want you to rub certain things in their face when they are down. They are in a position to always be telling you what is right and what is wrong. So that comes in. There can't be power without pride. So it comes with the terrain.
In a case where a boss, so over here the boss is like a parent, yes, because authority is speaking here. So in a case where maybe I'm supposed to deliver something at a time, but because my boss did not give me the final go ahead or he delayed, so I also delayed from my end, then we lost the contract. Who is supposed to say sorry here?
So mostly the bosses will not admit that they are wrong. They will want to make
why would they agree? I think you two are bosses. Would you agree?
They will say that you need to be proactive, but they need to give you an order before
Okay.
you act.
An order before
Yes,
I act.
so yes, so if that order is not given, you cannot act on
But
it.
we are talking about millions of contracts here.
It is,
So if I go ahead to do it without them, first of all,
It's a 50-50 thing, I would say, because sometimes it can backfire, sometimes it will go through, but it's not 100%. So if you go ahead and you think that the deadline is due, and this is what I think I'll do, it means that you are moving from your area of expertise or specialization to be proactive in what you do based on your duties and responsibilities. But you'll meet other bosses too, they will not, like, they'll feel as if you've gone ahead of them, which will be a problem, and you have this kind of conflict or misunderstanding in the entire organization, which will not be good. So it's good to always go for an order before you act.
Okay, I have a phrase here that after I'm done, maybe you can say something about. An apology does not erase the harm, but it can validate a child's experience and open the door of healing. When parents refuse to apologize, the child is often left to make sense of hurt alone. You understand? Then counter argument. Some people argue that parents are human and often did the best they could when they are when they do their actions in a way. Please, this issue, I think, can it be resolved?
Oh yeah. So I was going to say something earlier on, but I'm linking it to this. So power comes with pride, like I said earlier on, but it also has humility attached to it. So we have open apology and closed door apology. Most of the time, people of authority, especially in Africa, will not do the open apology where it involves other people and they saying what they are wrong.
Yeah.
But you have some cases where we have the closed door apology. The person will be to behind this. So this one day, I know I'm at fault, but I needed a scapegoat. So you are my scapegoat.
Yeah.
Then you and the person know, okay. It's just that it's not that you don't want to accept your wrong, but openly you needed a scapegoat and I'm the scapegoat. Then we are cool on that. But with the child part, the child doesn't know that they are part of a team and that I'm supposed to be a scapegoat for something.
Okay.
Unless you and the child have that rapport that I know I'm wrong, but I don't want your siblings to think of ABCD, so I'm making you the scapegoat. So behind this is like a game, right? If that is not
like a teacher teaching, you teach the wrong thing, but then you don't want the people
to know it's wrong, so that because let's be honest, like people capitalize on weaknesses, right? And a person of authority, even though you have your weakness, but you are expected to be seen to be always strong, so that people don't capitalize on it most of the time. People don't second guess your decisions. So the person who you offended, it is expedient that you meet the person behind the scenes and explain to the person the concept of the scapegoat. That, I know I'm wrong, but you are my scapegoat, so don't take it personal. Then you pamper the person behind the scenes. So while the friends are being jealous that why is this person getting all the benefits, the person knows that I have been a good scapegoat too.
No, but when we do it behind the scene, will others learn from it?
So it's strategic. So there are times when you want the general public or you want the people, the team you are leading, to know what leadership is like. So that way you admit your faults strategically before everybody as a teaching mechanism to everybody to know that, okay, you know what, I did this and I was wrong. So I shouldn't have approached this way. This person brought their view. I should have. So admitting your fault in the halls in the corridor of power, it is strategic. You don't do it unnecessarily. You do it to teach people. But most of the time, you admit it behind the scenes. Husbands and wife know this. Sometimes the wife knows that what my husband is saying is wrong. The deal he's doing with this guy, it is not proper. But behind the scenes, she will make her case. But she will not make her case openly to create an impression that there's a division in the home or there's a division in the hierarchy. With the kids, if the dad is correcting the kids and she thinks that maybe the approach the dad is taking is not the right approach and maybe there's a better approach, she is not supposed to openly contradict his decision, but to meet him behind the scenes and offer her suggestions. Oh, I think I agree with what you are saying, but if we take it this way, it will work because of the emotional setup of the person.
I'll be back. Mr. Prince, do you think we should go by the white way of handling family and kids at some point?
I don't think so, because we have our way of doing things, which is
because saying sorry, it's not something they put with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and that is their culture, and if you study their culture and how they do apologize to their kids. Sometimes you will see that if they are not that a bit hard on their kids, they become wayward, and that is very bad. You need to be a bit hard on your kid and a bit soft, but not too hard, not too soft. It should be balanced. Yeah, it should be balanced. And adding to his conversation, we leaders or our parents, they want to be seen. They want to be seen as leaders. They want to be seen as they are doing their duties, but behind closed doors, they are not doing what is expected of them. But in front of people, in front of individuals, in front of groups, they want to show that they are the parent, they are leading. You understand?
But is that the only way to show that you are?
That's not the only way. Sometimes it's difficult to say sorry if you wrong somebody, but you can see that in one's action that what this person did is not good. I'm supposed to say sorry to console that person so that that person can be comfortable and do what he or she is expected to do. But they don't do that. They will keep quiet on it, which is very bad. Emotional, what's the name? Emotional intelligence and what's the name? Is very paramount in all these settings. So we should take note of that.
Let's just take note of that. Our final this time before we go on break. This thing, a lot of people are taking it outside from the parent, because I said earlier on that whatever a mother or a father does in the house, the child carries. So let's say you see these two drivers, one is at fault, even to the point that it can lead to death. But because of that pride, but we want to kill this thing. Where can it start from? Is it classroom? Is it a home? Where can it, or the church?
It's an intergenerational thing. We inherit it.
Can it be handled?
Yes, it can. It can be handled because we, the young ones coming up right now, we're supposed to learn how to change certain ways of doing things, and we inculcate the same into our kids. So if we give birth, we get married, we should train them in a different way from how we are being raised. So I think starting that way, we will have reduced it by at least 30 or 40%.
I'm feeling the way I'm old, no. I don't find it difficult to say sorry. How can it be kept, just as he's saying?
For me, like I said, I'm seeing it from a different angle, not from the conversation angle. So the angle, to reiterate what I said, the angle I'm seeing it from is appearances of authority. It's like protecting figures of authority. So the public one, that one, it is done strategically and on certain occasions to convey humility, to convey certain things. But most of the time, it happens behind the scenes. That's if it should happen. But the regular, because it's important.
No, but it's happening. I think the percentage is not as high.
It's not as high though, because so if it happens behind this, that's when you know there's humility. The person can know, oh, I shouldn't have done this thing this way or that way. So maybe your input is accepted. But Africans, our culture, what makes our culture different? We come from kings.
Yes.
We come from royalty. Our white friends don't come from royalty. They copied royalty from us. If you check historically, we started kingdoms. So in royalty culture, it has come all the way. It has seeped into every culture of ours, from the tribes to how we go about our things. So that's what makes us different.
Well, I have a question. Is sorry a good thing?
To me,
all of us. Is sorry a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
Yeah, sorry, it's a good
At a point, I think it's good and it's bad. Yes, you might be wrong. Now the host is question. Don't worry. You might be wrong, but because I don't want trouble, someone like me, I handle people like that. Because I don't want trouble, I'll just tell you sorry. And you go with that error, go and do it somewhere, and the person might not take it kindly with you.
So you're prioritizing your peace of mind. Okay.
And one thing, to me, if you are older than me, I will not even drag issue with you. But a little child to tell I'm sorry, it's nothing. I don't know about you.
I get to, from the business sense, sometimes we do that to evade from conflicts, right? But not necessarily because the person is right. You just want to skip over the person's trouble and let him be another person's
I wish to share something in very, very, but it's business, so I cannot. Let's say, I'm the one that need a business, and you called me, then you started messing up. I mean, I don't know. I'm very careful of my words, but you were just loud for no reason. till say things. You don't even know me, but because I need the business from you, I'll just come. And I have to tell you a story. Is it the right thing?
It's not the right thing. I don't think it's the right thing because you are going in for a business, and for someone to shout on you, meaning the person
Is the one bringing the business? So
the person is bringing the business to you, meaning the person is going to give you money so he can control you. It is not done that way. You are a professional in your area.
Exactly.
You understand, and he too
You
needs
see-
something from your area. So that mutual respect reconciliation to come together and do the thing to achieve that aim objective needs to be achieved, by not to look down on one another.
For me, my take on that is that it depends on how much you are paying.
How much is your mother paying?
People
Okay,
are rude
they had
generally.
root over your head for
People
long.
are rude generally, right?
Yes.
And I make it my point not to do project work I've not signed up to.
Okay.
So I'll not be the one taking you through rehabilitation, right? But I'm the one collecting the payments. So I'll analyze whether your habits and the payments correlate. If you are not paying me enough for you to be rude to me, then that means that you are going to get what you have to get. Yes, but if what you are paying me is substantial, I'll take the money and I'll overlook your discourteous action. Yeah.
See, this thing, I think we have to be very, very, careful about it, because parents not easily saying sorry. It needs to be watched, carefully. Yes, it needs to be watched carefully. I would want us to go on a break, but then before that, I want to say something here. Children may not forget many of the lessons their parent taught them. We know that.
Yeah.
But they rarely forget how their parents made them feel. Sometimes, once you say, I am sorry, can begin a healing process that years of silence can never do. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There are things that I can remember my mom did to me in the past. I knew I was wrong. Yes. And sometimes I knew I was not. But like I said, my family, we don't find it difficult to say sorry. And then we all live peacefully. As my kid brother can just, Sister Tonyemejo, I'm sorry. So I think that's how it's supposed to be. Do you understand? That's how it's supposed to be. We want to quickly go on a short commercial break whilst we listen to other viewers' thought on this topic.
Pacho bani die nti a Africa ha awofo yentumi mpa ye machew ene se ye ba wiase no ye amamrem no ye hu se ayete se pani nye bone ye wa kankasa bi kura se akokɔ ne se kan monkuru se maame ana papa ana panimu ya akwala abone a even though ono afuma akwala no kura ye hwe kwan se maame no ana akwala no na empa maame ne kyew ana papa ne kyew ye ntetie mu no ye hu ne se esese ye pa ye ma kyew ana ye ka kire ye ma se ye sorry ye hu ne se I don't know sa akwa te se bia wota ye sa akwala no wonfo obuo ni die mu ana bibisa enti ade achi a ebre kwa animu ne ye hu se no wo ya pani a wo ya akwala abone a wo se wutumi pa ne kyew because Bible kura kan say pani enhye abofra abufuo ana maame ana papa enhye wo ba abufuo ma ne ntra so no waya ade ensese wo ye nti me de me hu ni se saa ne ye beto ye se da bia ankwala ne pampanimfo kyew enu nti na ama ete saa empanimfo awofo ye fan ne difficult se ye bone a ye bepa ma kire ma but ye da nyame asese nyame adom ade achi 21st century ne we anibua aba enti ase aba am ye hu se saa awofo ye ma bone a ye mpa wo mo kyew na ankwala na koma ento wo mo yem pa cho kakra metumi aka no no damase.
My name is Jemima, and I am a parent with 3 children, right? With me, I don't really find it difficult to say sorry to my kids after chastising them. Okay, so after chastising them, if they are crying or something, I'll tell them, okay, I'm sorry. But I did this because of that, okay? So next time, don't do that again, and we are good to go. I don't find it difficult to say sorry to my kids at all. Thank you.
Firstly, what I would like to say is it's not that as a parent, they wouldn't want to say sorry when they offend a child or their children. But I think some feel because when they apologize, the child might either misbehave or take it in a way that they will feel they are in charge of the house. So, as an African parent, apologizing to is difficult for them. Why? Because they always feel they are the head of the house. I mean, they are roofing you, they are taking care of you, they are feeding you. So, if something happened in their house, I mean, you are supposed to say sorry. For them to say sorry, it will be difficult. And in fact, I can even use the word impossible. But I know the new generation that we are coming up, we have been there, we've seen or we've heard, or some of the things that our parents did. We know that this one they like Poppy for or Mommy for apologize, so. But they didn't. But as a new generation or a new father coming up, I think we will, because that's fixed that we were in. We didn't like it. We expected our parents to at least say sorry, not as in because we want to boss them, but just for us to also feel special. But we didn't get it. But the new parents, as we are coming, I think we will know how to treat our kids. Not as in they didn't do well, but at least when it comes to this particular one, saying sorry to our children when we offend them, I think we will do well than them. So I think that is all that I can say for now. Thank you.
All right, so you welcome back, viewers, and we're still on the topic why parents, African parents, find it difficult to say sorry when they are wrong. All right, I have a few questions here for our guests, and the first one is: did your parents ever apologize to you growing up? The way you smile.
My dad wouldn't. But my mom will apologize for herself and for my dad behind the scenes.
For herself.
Like if she did something wrong, she will tell you behind the scenes. And if my dad did something that she thought that maybe it was his fault, rather, he will also apologize for it.
For me, I can't recall. And I would say it's my sisters that does that.
Okay.
On behalf of my parents, but for my parents, they don't do that.
Okay, you have a lot of sisters. Eh?
I have 4 sisters.
Wow. So you were really a pampered. That's why you have sisters. Okay, so now to Mr. Prince. Why is it easier for some parents to buy gifts than to say I'm sorry?
Some parents to buy gifts rather than to say I'm sorry. They just buying gifts to say sorry shows that they are saying sorry in a different way, but they don't want to say it. But they know that they are sorry, but they don't.
So can I take this one? You are my dad. You offend me.
Yes.
You just the next day you brought me a gift without saying anything. You just brought me a gift.
But it's not like there's no logic inside that.
Why did you say that?
If I am your dad and you are my kid and something happened, I have to make you understand what happened, why it happened, what you did, why you are wrong and why I'm right, or why I'm right and you are wrong. You need to know the genesis of the issue and the impact it will have on both both the dad and the daughter, and explain. If the kid is not having this kind of explanation and you just bought a gift, give it to the kid just to say I'm sorry, the next day or the next time something will happen like that. But to keep this gap, you need to know the genesis of the issue, the gap between the issue, and be able to let your kid or daughter understand this, so that you will not repeat that again.
Thank you very much. Mr. Edmond, can a parent apologize and still maintain authority?
Oh yeah, you can. You can apologize and still maintain authority. So it depends on how it's done. Like I was saying earlier, if it's done behind the scenes, whoever is at fault knows that okay, there's a situation. But it's the open one that people don't want. Open. Normally they expect you, the subordinate, to accept the open criticisms, right? but the open correction of authority,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't normally grow up with that. So that we correct the authority behind the scenes, but we receive their criticisms maybe like upfront if they have
Upfront,
to
yeah.
give it. Yeah.
Yeah. So my next question, is there a difference between discipline and emotional harm?
Discipline and emotional harm. Yeah, discipline, for my perspective, it is something that you are trained to, like your parents are building you to
Building me, yeah.
live by.
Okay.
You understand? And the emotional intelligence, am I right?
Yeah, emotional harm.
Emotional harm is
Mm.
something that like it's within you. Like even if you are speaking to someone, you are speaking to a colleague
Mm-hmm.
about something you are going through, they will not understand it
Mm.
like how you are going through
Mm.
through that harm. So discipline, they are training you to become someone better, and if you live by that discipline to help you in the
Help in
future,
the future.
even if your parent or the person training you to be disciplined is no more there. Yeah.
That's amazing. Mr. Edmond, should children expect apologies from their parents?
No, they shouldn't.
I know he's going to say that. Why?
Because apology comes when you are right,
Mm-hmm.
but it is the parent that knows what is right and wrong, and they are the ones that determine it. The child's version of apology is based on their feelings. If they feel right, if they feel bad about something, that means that you are in the wrong. If they feel good about it, that means that it is right. But we know that sometimes good decisions don't come with a feel good emotion. Sometimes the toughest
Good
decisions
decisions doesn't come with
a feel good emotion. Some of the toughest decisions in life make you feel bad, but you still have to do it anyway.
Still have to.
So you have to. The child shouldn't go about thinking that because they feel bad about something, their parent is wrong. The parents now explain that okay, you are doing. I'm doing this because of A, B, C, D. So even though you don't like it, but there's a reason behind it. But when you genuinely are in the wrong, right? Where you know that because the child is recording your principles, the child is a mirror. They will play back to you your principles, right? So when the child plays back to you your principles, that what you said, does it apply in this situation? And you realize that the child has a case. It's okay to apologize.
So what happened when a parent apologizes after many years?
It's also not, but it's a healing process. After many years, the child gets to understand that okay.
So what if that issue has to maybe it might take somebody's life many years? Where would they get the person?
It's a healing process. Families have healing ledger. Sometimes there are things that are left unsaid. That later on, that's why we have family meetings. There are things that's been left unsaid that you revisit. There are sibling rivalry that happened early on that you guys didn't resolve. So later in life, you revisit it. So family is a continuous process. But if that healing is not done, it escalates into something else. That's why we see siblings fighting over property and other things. It's all because of early sibling rivalry, things that they didn't understand. Sometimes the child might perceive that the parents like a particular sibling more than them, or they react to a certain sibling's faults in a different way that they react to their own. So clarifications needs to be done so that the person understands that there's the reason why you are doing this. You correct kids with principles so that they understand the principles behind what you are doing. Because when they replay your principles back to you and you are wrong, then you have to do the needful by letting them know that okay, it's my principle, so I didn't apply it in this instance and I'm wrong.
Yeah, to add to that conversation, parents apologizing for years to come, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it depends on the issue in context.
Okay.
And how it will be accepted by the kid. You understand? For instance, your father ignored you for a number of years. Didn't take care of you. You are with your mom, and you just out of the blue, you are just here to apologize. It will not be accepted in one way or the other.
Really?
It will not be accepted because that child needs you. You are not there. Now she passed through various stages in life to become who he or she.
So like he said, healing process, even if it will happen in the future.
Yes. So it is not instant, and it's up to the kid to forgive you or not. But you can't take it by force. So it's up to the kid to say that he has accepted or he has forgiven you or not. So that's what I have to say about that. And also, kids have like they have a voice.
Sure.
They have a voice. It's not that they are dumb. Kids, they are very smart than adults.
Very, very, huh?
So we should give them the opportunity to explore.
Can you give kids, your children, opportunity to explore, mother?
Because we need to give them that opportunity to reason with us. Because most of the time we think that we know more than them. But they ask questions based on what they feel. So when they ask questions, we should be able to provide the right answers for them. Because if you don't provide the right answers, they will go out there and go and do something because based on the answer you've given them. So we should be able to give them the right answers at the right time. So we should not ignore them. We should not ignore them at all times. So that is it to add up to the conversation.
What is your opinion? What is your take? What do you think? Write in the comment section. You can drop your views there, and then we will, take a look at it. Indeed, it's an amazing session. You see, before we end it, this issue is just to, first of all, teach discipline, like Mr. Prince said first. Yes, and he also said it depends the angle it's coming from. It can be a nice culture we can pick up for the future's sake because of the generation we are in now. So that more harmed will not be caused. Yeah. So your final?
Okay, so I want to say that saying sorry, okay? Saying sorry, a kid can say sorry, and it's called something confidence. Sometimes kids are trying to build confidence in one way or the other, but they don't know the way
Did
to
you say
provide.
a kid can say sorry, or it's a must? I think it should be a must, though.
Yes, you can say sorry to your parent. Your parent can say sorry to you, but when a kid is saying sorry or a parent is saying sorry to a kid, it doesn't mean anything bad. It's not anything like bad. It's just our normal settings that we need to learn how to live by. You need to live by in every moment. Yeah. So kids have the confidence. We should let them explore it. We should let them be confident wherever they find it. So yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you. And then
Okay, for me, my closing remarks, I'll say I'll be more interested in how the kids can say sorry to each other. But
each other.
Yeah, to each other as a way of, because they are at the same level. So that means that they will offend each other more. But for the adults, no, I would say that it's mostly behind the scenes for them to understand why it is mostly done behind the scenes and not openly. So.
Wow. Thank you very much. It's nice having you here. It's so nice having you. So it's Elikey studio, and then we have a lot of things we talk about here. Please try and go on our YouTube channel, subscribe, share the videos, comment, and look forward for more. God bless you. The name is Lady Pastor Nancy Yesuto once again. God bless you. Bye.